Hey everybody, how's it going? Bjark the Bear here, and today we are playing Kenshi. And we are back with the Gears and Stuff Trading Company, and as you can see, a couple things have changed. Mostly, let's go ahead and take a look at them real quick. I recruited the... Whoa. Big old pile of people. I recruited all of those skeletons that joined us in the last episode. My way of thinking about that was so the group was gonna be with me forever anyways. If you remember, they were with me for like 46,999 days or something to that effect, and that's in-game days. I'm only at day 174, and there's no way I'll make it all the way to 46,000, so spoiler, it won't be that long. But anyways, so they were there with me. They were combat droids, or skeletons, whatever the hell you want to call them, getting Star Wars in here. Yeah, they're mostly going to be used for like turret walls, guards, and stuff like that. So, which this is a good thing, because that means soon I can move to another outpost. So I'm thinking this one's going to go down here, and we'll start making rice and stuff like that for sake, and we'll go from there. But we'll figure that out as we get there. Right now, though, we are going to continue looking at this area and what we've changed. So first and foremost, we've moved the smithy. We put it in a station house. I really wish that I had something else that I can put it in, but station houses are just so big that they fit the big complex things that I'm trying to build. So station houses are probably going to be mostly what I use. So I have weaponsmiths 3, the third level of the weaponsmithing, meaning that now my guys can start kicking out some Model Mark 1s, which with the critical effect have Model Mark 2. So as you can see, I'm still getting some Mark 1s, but that's neither here nor there. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. That actually, when I had built this, I hadn't deleted the old one yet, so that's why that's there. Let's see where he is putting those. Oh, that's right. Koteshi's right here, so he's probably putting these. Yep. There's all of Koteshi's stuff. So Model Mark II is going to become the standard piece of equipment for our groups. But yeah, so that's that. This is steel bars and iron plates, which we are at a deficit right now. We're taking quite the hit. So we got to up production here for sure, which also means we have to get one more thing of steel bars as well. It's not... Yeah, so raw iron is fine. We've got more than enough producing at the moment. What it is the iron plates are being used faster than they're being produced. So something we could do to alleviate that is if we go into tech and industry, steel bars 2 would or I'm sorry, steel bars 3. Oh, actually, I think I might have... Let's see. No. Okay, anyway, I thought that I had taken the research to allow steel to be made out of raw iron, because then that would have alleviated this whole choke point, but apparently not. That's not what I wanted. But steel bars 3 lets you switch to make steel bars out of raw iron, so that way you don't have to. It takes one step out of it. So instead of having to mine the ore, turn it to plates, then make the bars, you could just mine the ore and then make the bars. So we will probably get that eventually, but right now that's not my top goal. So what we're going to do here is put in another 3 iron refineries and then 1 more steel refinery. The 3 iron refineries to the 1 steel refinery are because these can overproduce, because we could always use them in other places. We'll be using them in the arrow making benches, I believe. Yep. So we'll be using them there. We'll be using them over here, which I'll get to that in a second. And we'll be using them over here, which I'll get to that in a second. So moving on, we have a robotics lab now. Well, we had that robotics lab, but this is a more, it's in the outpost type building, so it just looks more important, official, whatever you want to call it. Going into it, we have a total of 5 robotics benches, each one producing something, starting with the scale, or well, technically we're starting with the hinge and press, which then goes into the skeleton muscle, and then over here we have a motor. The skeleton muscle and the motor come down here to make robotic components, and robotic components and steel bars go into skeleton repair kits, and we make skeleton repair kits. So we have that. I don't actually need hinges, I just realized, so we'll take that out of the queue there. Alright, so if we jump over here, this has become our tech lab. Down on the bottom floor going in, we have our research bench. We moved over all the books and stuff that we had left over. There's the luxury design, which the only thing we need for it is the Edgewalkers research so far. So to get that, we have to get 4 AI cores and we'll be good to go. Sorry, that foot armor caught me off guard there. Alright, what else has changed? I can't remember if I went over this. We moved the hemp storage over here, the hemp production. This whole spiel is about to get deleted. I moved it over here because it's closer to production. If I'm double explaining this, then I apologize, but if I'm not, then yeah, good. But anyways, we want the hemp and the cloth and stuff to be closer to where it needs to be. So that way, instead of having to run all the way across with it, the closer your source is to your production, the faster it goes. Same for, we'll now need cloth and iron bars over here, or steel bars, excuse me, over here. Then we have water being produced. It produces very slowly out here. Well, actually those are full, so yeah, we'll see about that. Back here is probably going to be fields, like wheat fields and stuff like that, but we'll get to that. And then in here, I was going to make, come on, static. Over here, I was going to make a, there we go. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, it helps. So sometimes if your buildings get a little bugged, Control Shift F11, that'll fix that for you. Sometimes. It doesn't always fix it. But anyways, looking in here, we have batteries, battery banks. So right now, I have a massive overflow of power because just in case these little guys slow down a little bit, we have some backup power until the wind picks back up. That way they're nothing slows down basically because of power. But hopefully we'll be able to do bigger generators here soon, so we won't have to just solely rely on wind power, but we'll see there. So, oh, and then over here, I literally have nothing in this building yet. So I looked at it and was trying to decide what exactly to do with these, and unfortunately I have no idea. I could do like a, I don't want to call it necessarily a throne room, but basically a throne room or like storage or something. I don't know if it's going to stay here, but I pretty much wanted this as like the hub for this area, but I haven't decided how I'm going to do that. So, but now that we're here, let's get our caravan. Oh, and we've added another caravan, which consists of a lot of the skeletons that we got from that group, but we'll get to that. Back to this. Okay, so we are going to move things over to the other side, and then we're just going to delete this building and use it for something else. Use the area for something else. Probably what I'm going to do is replace these, and which I think they might. No, they don't have an upgrade. Does this have an upgrade? No. We're going to move them and then just make it look more aesthetically pleasing, like put a building for the building materials to go inside, some kind of storage or something, but we'll again, we'll get to that. And these guys are just moving this stuff for now. Nope, come on, you were right there. And it says I have no room for that, but I don't believe that. I think it might be because they are full. Yep, they've got stuff in them. Okay. And then same for that guy there. So storage, I'm sorry, bags that have stuff in it, you can't store inside of a bag. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. All of these single, whatchamacallums should have been sold. Health packs. Okay, that's about all we can fit in freight. So now we have hauler. Hopefully all this stuff is empty. Hey, get back here. Cool. And just gonna double check everything else and make sure it's all that's not on there, so it shouldn't be a problem. And I've already emptied out the inside. Why not? Let's just have a look real quick. Just the beds. I guess that's what I could do with that building, is turn it into a medical / robotics building. I guess it's big enough. Yeah, I'll play with some designs in my head. All right, so time to tear down the building. Boop, and now we got a bunch of junk on the ground. I think we did the same over here too. Yeah. So we'll have to come in with a cleanup crew and take care of all of that. But moving on. I just got to remember that those guys have things in them. We're on the lookout for more Garu now because we pretty much need them. And I guess now I could start setting up the group to get ready to take stuff to our next place. Really, we've got to find a place. I think these guys are all following. No, okay. Oh, that's because I don't want all of them with me. So should be everybody. Stay close to render. So something else with these guys that we got, I thought they were all pretty strong, but they really aren't. They, some of them have a decent strength and dexterity, but others have like, he's got 25, 19. It's definitely more than if I was to recruit them, because these guys are base recruits right here. But at the same time, it's really not that big of a change. It's just a time sink, basically. I would have spent way more time putting together the group and all of that. But we're gonna run down to the swamp here. Basically, we just have we don't even have to find like a place for iron. What are you guys doing? Why are you by yourself? How far? Oh, I know why you're by yourself. Bright was out there getting recruits. Okay. Follow. There we go. Okay. Those guys will probably still outrun them. Oof. It's so loud over there. I don't know why. Okay, anyway. Render. Back. That way. So we have to find somewhere in the swamp area, because really that's the only place that rice can grow. I do have hydroponic rice weed now, but I don't know I want to use it because I don't know, it kind of defeats the purpose of us wanting to expand out to different areas if I'm just using hydroponics for that one at least, because this is the only place that the rice weed will grow. Might have to send somebody out to assist Mr. Bright there. Yeah, they're missing pretty substantially. Alright, I'll tell you what, let's do this. How about that? And I honestly don't know if they'll survive that. Manhunters. I forget if I said why they were upset at me too. I just started randomly attacking the manhunters. Because screw those guys. Oop, took a hit. And that Sand Ninja would probably win. Let's just keep running and hoping we run into another something that can slow him down. Hey buddy, brought you food. He is still on it. Alright, I'll tell you what. If Bright can't beat him, then we'll just have to leave Bright out there. Nah, we'll send Samuel or something. Yeah, Bright's getting his butt kicked. Hey, look at that. He got hits. Hey. Alright, good job, Bright. Yay. Yeah, and that's with the old quality weapon. We haven't upgraded our weapons yet. Oh, so the camera head guys, which that's what I'm going to call them because I don't know what their model is, they're... so for some reason, colors change on certain armors depending on who you equip them to. And for these guys, they turn green. So that's a new standard that we have for the most part across our armies. Oh, he's not in the army. So yeah, we did that. But of course, Render still has the white plate that we found out here because he's different. He's a special snowflake. So we're moving right along. Hopefully Bright will just follow without stopping. You know what? Let's get a bit of combat in here. I wonder how they'll do. I know Render will pick apart these guys, but it's gonna take more than just Render because that's a lot of enemies. Render will probably instantly kill most of them if he gets his overhand swing to start. So let's see, overhand swing and ooh, instant arm off. There you go. You just killed a bunch in one swing. It's so nice watching these guys die. Render is going nuts over there. Then you have unfortunate situations like this where, who is this? Joints, who isn't bad. He needs a lot of dexterity training, but he's it's 3-on-1. Not anymore. Their numbers have dwindled quite a bit. And then now for the mop up. Limbs everywhere. Those are the ones that, yeah, look at how far that flew. There's probably one somewhere out here somewhere. But, oh well. Oops. Uh-oh. I have more than 10 people. Or do I? Yeah, I do. So who was that? These guys I moved over to the other groups. So I just made a boo-boo and left them following Render. And Bright should be here soon, but we're gonna send these guys back home. Because 10 only. Yeah. Okay, well, right now we are down a person, but we're gonna keep moving. Where is Bright? Okay, he's at least in the Deadlands. Or while getting there. I believe that's the... Yep, the reprogramming workshop. Cool, cool. And on we go. So we'll probably... I mean, wherever we settle is going to be right on the water. So we'll probably end up settling like somewhere right here. Which that's technically the border zone. Or no, wait, no, that's a road that's dividing it. The black lines separate the zones. So, yeah, assuming there's nobody here, we'll probably end up settling there. Which, while those guys are doing that, let's head back to camp. And we'll get one of these caravans ready to go. I believe, yeah, these guys have a bunch of stuff in there. So we'll go with caravan 2. And what we're going to need. Let's see. So we're going to be hard up for iron plates for the moment. But what we could possibly do is just buy them from a town. Okay, and then I'll clean out the... There it is. We're going to clean out the electrical components as well. That way we can, as soon as we get there, we can start throwing up turrets. I don't know if we'll need that much, but whatever we don't need, we could always sell. And take some of these. Just so we have the weird stuff. And I think backpack. Yeah, I made a mistake. Shouldn't have put those in backpack. But what we'll do instead is move. Stop it. We'll move cargo to caravan 3 instead. I had purchased backpack to throw him in caravan 3, but it really doesn't matter who goes into where, just as long as they go. So, yeah, let's take a look. Got a little bit of loading action going. Okay. So this area here was actually on my radar, but I can't build a rice weed here. Oop, that's weird. Discovered a destroyed house. Alright. Let's double check. Farming. Rice weed. No, it's arid, so yeah, we can't do rice weed here. Oh, the settled nomads. Okay. Destroyed house, and then that should be bright right there. Ugh, big things. Can't can't stand them. So let's just head straight there. Right, how are we doing? Oh, you're being propositioned by hungry bandits who are about to get eaten alive by a beak thing. Band of bones. If it was 1-on-1, I think Bright might actually have a chance, but it's 5-on-1. Oh, now it's 5 on our group. Let's do this bone guy. Ooh. Down, and curious if the other one died. Nobody's gonna. I mean, his buddy's gonna wake up before he dies, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll just get out of there. I goofed on the following. Ooh, render. Come back and give him a hand. Oh, that ain't good. What is this? Triangle bandits? Yeah, it is. So for some reason in this area, the triangle bandits just roam free. Yeah, see, that's 3 groups of triangle bandits there. Yep. Render takes him out immediately. Oh. It's crazy when he hits a Shek and they die immediately. Or not die, but at least lose a limb. Okay, let's go help out. Oh, he's in a recovery coma. Dang. Just for the sake of making sure it's dead, we'll take its stuff. Okay. So pretty much where did you go? Iron, a little bit of copper. We don't need that. What I mostly want, we'll probably pick like a small area, and oh, it rains here a lot too. I forgot about that. But anyways, this camp's gonna be relatively small. I am completely lost. I have no idea where I am. It's gonna be relatively small because the only purpose of this camp is producing rice weed to produce sake to sell to the United Cities. That's the literal only use of this camp. So I just want to find a clearing so every time I come here I don't look in this and yeah, wonder if we'll have to build like on the water, or if the overgrowth is just going to be still too much. But either way, we'll have to check that out. God, I hope this fog isn't like permanent, because that is horrid. Is that metal? I think that might be a part of like a structure of some kind. I've got a clearing finally. And LED is stuck. This is another worry that I have about the this area. It's really buggy. Yeah, you can't see a thing. Wow. There we go. Once you go a little too high though, you can't see anything. But yeah, so we'll have to do some figuring on that. Yeah, we'll have to do some figuring on that, but that looks cool though. The sun moving across the water. So, but on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. At least we know the plan. I really hope that this isn't permanent, because I can live with this once in a while. This kind of is why we didn't end up moving into that area there, because the smoke plume, like, yeah, I can't have that constantly, because A, I don't want to look at that, and B, I wouldn't put my worst enemy through having to watch that. So yeah, but if you have any other ideas of a place to build within the swamp that's not so bad, or anything like that. Like, it looks like it's clearing, sorta. No wind speed, so we'll have to use generators. Yeah. But if you have an idea, let me know in the comments below. Sound off down there. Tell me what you think. What do you think about this area? Should I just use hydroponics somewhere else? Or, yeah. Yeah, something to that effect, because this sucks. I've never tried to build in this area, and I'm intrigued to, but at the same time, like, I can't do that. So, yeah, I hope you liked the episode. Leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you didn't like it, leave a thumbs down. You know, do what you want to do. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one.